Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Ron's Rants. So the topic for today is based on a question I received off of the article that I posted on my blog on capital appreciation versus dividend paying stocks. And the question was, why don't I own companies like Amazon or Facebook or Google? And the answer is pretty simple. They don't pay a dividend. You know, my investment philosophy is such that if I'm giving you my money to hold on to grow your business, I want to be paid along the way. I mean, Facebook is a very profitable company. Google's a very profitable company. Amazon, very profitable company. And currently, they hold on to a lot of their capital. And I understand why they do that. I mean, they're still very much in a growth phase. So they think that they can use the capital to grow the business better than, to be better serve them holding on to it than returning some of that money to shareholders. I disagree. I mean, I'm just of the opinion that if I'm going to suffer with you through thick and thin, through stock price going up, stock price going down, my bank account's got to get padded along the way. Some other things to consider. Anyone remember a company called MySpace like many moons ago? I mean, they're practically gone now. I think they've turned to a music service or something along the lines, but MySpace used to be what Facebook currently is, right? So there's, Facebook has been around since 2005 thereabouts. And they've done well. In many ways, they're like the Apple of social media, in that they weren't the first, but they certainly took the idea and improved on it. And for all intents and purposes, they're probably going to be successful as a business. I mean, I think Zuckerberg's the way he runs the business and their business model around advertising, around incredibly targeted advertising, is really good. And the point is, they have enough money now that if anyone comes in, they just buy them. So they eliminate the competition through acquisition, which is good. Same thing for Amazon. I mean, if you had to ask me, out of those three, Google, Amazon, or Facebook, which of those that if I were a capital appreciation person that I put money into, it'd probably be Amazon and Google. Amazon, Jeff Bezos has built, in my opinion, the perfect business. I mean, you think about it. He doesn't have to own, Amazon doesn't have to own a lot of the products they sell, but they own the platform that, anybody in the United States or Europe or whatever can use to sell their products. They just take a small percentage, a small tax of it. A good example, like I recently published my ebook on getting started in information security, right? I was the one that wrote the book. I spent the time and the money getting it edited and making sure that, it was as good as I could make it based on what my goals were for the book. And I publish it on Amazon. I get 70% of the price of the book. Amazon gets 30%. So think about that. They didn't put any effort into it, right? I mean, granted, they have the platform and they're able to benefit from the work of, people that want to sell on their platform. So it's a brilliant business model if you think about it, right? Same thing with Google. Google is like, the 800-pound gorilla of search. And, I know Microsoft is really trying with Bing to dethrone them, but I can ask you, for anyone watching this video, put it in the comments. How many of you guys actually go to Bing.com to do your search versus Google? It'd be really interesting to hear, the number of people that actually use Bing. I imagine it's not going to be very many. So that's my thoughts on the matter. I mean, I think I've explained it before, but I wanted to kind of go into a little bit more detail as to why I don't own those companies. I think all three of them are great companies. I think Facebook's a great company, Amazon's a great company, Google's a great company. I think they're all very well run, but just from my investment philosophy, they don't fit. I'm an income guy. I mean, if I'm giving you my money as an investment, my definition of investment is very simple. If it doesn't return money to me, not an investment. And I don't want to have to sell the stock in order to realize a return. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and I get there's people that play that game and it can work very well. If you bought Amazon or Google, way back when, you've done very, very, very well if you held on to them up to now. But that's just not for me. I don't want to always be in the business of having to look for the next hot stock, hold on to it till the price runs up and selling it. I just want to be paid along the way. So that's my thought for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share this video, and thanks again for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.